My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Against the Storm, where we are going to be proceeding with our mission up towards the Titanium Seal. The only of the seals I have not yet been given credit for my progress in the game before the seals were introduced. Of course, on our way there, we'll also be picking up as many modifiers as we possibly can, and the one this episode is Corrosive Torrent. The rain is especially toxic in this region. No resources will be refunded after a building is destroyed. So we're going to be making sure that we don't put down too many camps, especially camps that we don't think we're going to be utilizing consistently, because a camp requires parts, and having to give up those parts would be a nightmare. That would be an actual tragedy. So, gonna be a little bit choosy around the kinds of things that we build here, but other than that, we should be doing okay. We're down to only having 7 embarkation points, and that's because we are so far from the Citadel that we've lost 3 of our initial 10. Ooh. 3 additional villages for a single point. I always tend to like taking that. Also, Prestige 17 is what we're up to now, and it just comes with a stronger hunger penalty, so I've got to make sure that everyone's eating consistently. This town is Victoria. As in, Victoria, the state. In Australia. And I imagine other countries also have a Victoria, other Commonwealth countries. Alright. So I could take the bottom here, which is 7 humans. It comes with an additional 2 villages, and then I'd be taking 3 myself. So we'd end up with 12 people initially. That would give us the ability to very suddenly do a lot of things. Like, there's a world in which I took a farm and then expand very quickly so the humans can take control of that. The humans, as a starting benefit, reveal a location of the nearest patch of fertile soil, and that's if there's not fertile soil in the base, where there sometimes is. In fact, never mind, this triggers in addition to that, so the possibility exists that we end up with 2 farms really, really, really early on. I think that's a really good strategy for me to be able to completely avoid having to worry about food. I'm gonna take it. So, in addition to that, I should take a farm with me, and it's either the small farm or the plantation. I tend to prefer the small farm, especially because grain is really good for making porridge, which humans already like. And then I've got 2 additional points left. I tend to usually want to spend these on stone or clay, just so that I can guarantee early brick making. Although, at 6 per... right, 6 stone makes 2 bricks. So hang on. 28, 42. 42 is the amount of stone you would need to make 14 bricks. Why don't I just take the bricks? The possibility exists that if I go for a really, really early expansion, that stone could be really useful for us. In terms of possibly solving an event, maybe opening a cache. No, I'll go with this. I like this idea. Let's not abandon it. Okay. Increase the speed at which traders arrive by 300%. Now that's only in Drizzle. But if I find some things that are like, you know, get 10 amber every single time a trader arrives, that suddenly gets far more valuable. Anything that triggers on trader arriving. For our negatives, we have 3 of them all kicking in at 2 hostility. That is vanishing water. You lose 1 unit of rainwater for every 2 units of water used in rain engines. The Aura of Fear, during the storm, all species resolve, drops 100% faster, and resources you sacrifice in the Ancient Hearth burn 40% quicker. So if we actually find a comfortable medium where my people are happy and comfortable doing what they are throughout the storm, I can leave 2 hostility on. Because if I'm not already dealing with, people trying to run away via resolve, which is less likely now that we have the humans and beavers as 2 of our species here, they have a high base resolve. It's going to be very unlikely that their resolve dropping faster even matters to me. I don't tend to use rain engines very early on, so Vanishing Water is not really going to be relevant either. And Faint Flame only matters if I'm sacrificing goods in the Ancient Hearth. That's really good. And then at 4, we have Nauseous Spores. It makes villages stagnant, increasing the time between their breaks. Sorry, reducing the time between their breaks. But you can prevent it with a single service. That shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we don't have any soil in our home already. However, I can generate some by cutting up into the small glade that is already showing that it has soil. And in fact, I'll just do that instantly. Set up the small farm on the other side of that. A smithy and forester's hut. So the ability to make tools, pipes, and packs of trade goods, or to farm resin and crystallized dew. Farming crystallized dew would be a good way to get access to a whole bunch of things here. Effectively anything that wants metal, because I'm not going to be able to do that out of actually purely getting copper on this map. That said, I don't have to make that choice yet. Okay. We should definitely get a second woodcutter's camp as well. And I tend to like to expand the area pretty quickly. Although I should also make sure that I cut to only a single tree away from being able to break into a dangerous glade in the second season. Second season, second year, that is, sorry. Also, people will respect precedence unless I tell them to put a high priority on the woodcutting camps. I don't think I need to do anything else right now. I do want to house everyone, but when am I making this decision, whether or not to go for a forester's hut? Because it feels like the smithy is only useful if I have a forester's hut. Maybe I reroll here. Yeah, neither of these is part of an early growth strategy for us. So the distillery has value, gives us the ability to make porridge, which humans like, gives us the ability to start making barrels, which would give sense to now having access to copper bars or crystallized dew through something else. And then we could also make wine, which the beavers like. Leaning towards distillery here, but I still don't want to pick it just yet. Let's get our cutters on the job. I should definitely have the humans doing something though, so... but I am going to want to destroy the harvest camp pretty soon thereafter as well. I can afford to destroy a crude workstation. That's only 8 wood that we're not getting in return for it. Ooh, a glade event. I didn't know these could really happen here. Make an offering. Incense, resin, oil, tea, or scrolls. And it is an aesthetic, but it also decreases hostility. I do like decreases hostility. And then we also do have the soil here I was looking for. That's all I wanted. Although, also open a little bit more space. Cornerstone comes in. Wow. Gain 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade. I'm not going to be taking that. I'll take flame amulets instead, thank you. Our hostility from having woodcutters is halved. I almost wonder if I might benefit from getting another woodcutter's camp right now. It's just I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these people, and having another woodcutter's camp is good for a number of reasons for us. Opens additional space, employs additional people. Although I guess I don't have that many excess people right now. And also because my plank generation is so inefficient at this point, I'm very unlikely to be able to upkeep housing all of my people. The humans want 6 planks per house, and the beavers are much worse. They want 12. Businessmen complete 6 trade routes. I'll get 15 amber, 2 wildfire essence, and 2 villages. Or cult cyst cultivation. Have 5 blightroot cysts at the same time. Gives us 25 jerky, 30 meat, and the ancient stabilizer. The ancient hearth's resistance to corruption is increased by 100. Again, this will trigger as soon as we get into the clearance season of year 3. And 6 trade routes will take us a little bit of time, but 2 wildfire essence is actually useful. 2 villages is useful. Although I have started with a large amount of villages, so maybe I will just go with the cyst generation. Cultivation, rather, sorry. Trading post. Have a trading post and deliver 10 amber to it in order to get 5 parts, 6 tools, and 20 biscuits. Thank you. Joyful humans. Oh boy. Alright, 27. Could I theoretically even get them to 27 happiness? So, I favor them. That gives them an additional 5. They do have pie as a foodstuff they could currently be eating, and in fact, they will eat it and the beavers will eat other things. So that's another plus 5 theoretically they can get. If I took 2 more people off of woodcutting, 3 more people off of woodcutting? Yeah, 3 more people off of woodcutting, we can get them down to... Okay, maybe I actually can do this through dropping a couple of big shelters down. Do I want to do that, though? Yeah, probably. 5 grain a minute is pretty damn good. Alright, let's try and make the humans joyful. The fastest way to house everyone would be 2 big shelters. How many planks have you made? Not many at all. It's just I think I need to make human houses because not every human is going to eat pie fast enough for me to be okay on the pie respect there. No placement of this makes me happy right now. Just varying degrees of mad. Come on, humans, start eating some of that pie. That's what it's there for. Okay, pie has already given them a +3. As soon as I get any housing down, in fact, I believe we will pop this. The sooner the better, though, as I'm getting 5 grain a minute after it's done. Okay, looks like we'll be building 2 of the houses at the same time. That's great. And that's 27 resolve. Perfect. In fact, if we get the rest of the houses down, we can also put down the upgrade to encampment. There we are, 3 more humans. We can now disfavor them. Fill the woodcutters' camps back up. Getting pretty well prepared for our expansion at the start of the next year. There go all of the pies now. And in fact, the remainder of housing for humans, and even the park. So yeah, we with full woodcutters, with 3 full woodcutters camps at this point, obviously with the assistance of the flame amulets cutting the hostility they provide in half, we're going to be able to keep all of our woodcutters on the job throughout the entire storm without activating any of the forest mysteries yet. Well, except for the compulsory one, of course, the simple one, Looming Darkness. -4 to global resolve for each hostility level, which is just 1. Just the 1 for us, thanks. In fact, I also have 10 amber, so as soon as I build this trading post, so I should do this sooner rather than later. Admittedly, right there would probably be fine. That gives me a mission I can turn in. Wow. They're even sadder than I thought they'd be. Thankfully, forcing our settlement up to the level of encampment here has saved the beavers from the morbs. So I now have enough resin to be able to make an offering to this obelisk. I want to see how much hostility it lowers. If it's 40, that's insane. If it's 20, it's okay. I don't need anything that the trading post could provide right now, do I? No, I do. I really want to be able to look at the blueprint, I say, while I'm letting all of these blueprints back up. It'll make sense in a moment. My newcomers are about to come, and as soon as they do, I might know the third species, and if I do, the value of the distillery may go way up. Okay, and it is lizards. I've already got so many humans, I'd really prefer to have the lizards here, thank you. Although the lizards' resolve is low. Let's try and build them a custom house. Built to their specifications. That'll give +6 happiness to the lizards. They'll be fine after it. Also, I could just put that lizard, at any point if I wanted to, into the ancient hearth, and everything would be fine. And you know what? I will, for exactly that reason. I didn't expect this house would build in time. Hello, Sahilda. Dang. Hunter-gatherers. All camp production is increased by 100%, but buildings that use fertile soil have their yields decreased by 50%. I don't want to do that when I just went to the effort of getting a farm and a bunch of humans. All buildings cost 40% less, but each newly discovered resource node has 5 fewer charges. I would open the glades that I'm next to before I do that, but I don't want to do that. And also, we're on the year that we get legendary cornerstones, so this is a more appropriate time to reroll. Gaining a reputation every time we sell goods worth 60 amber. Honestly? It's been a while since I've taken Trade Hub, but I can definitely exploit that. Happy lizards. 2 additional lizards each group of newcomers, as well as +2 to jerky production. Or an important delivery. Making 12 bags of building materials is going to be pretty difficult for us. Let's quickly go back here and see if there's a different take on whether or not I want a distillery at this point. I just don't have the amber to reroll, so I'll take it, but I'm not happy about it. Brewery's fine. Gives us pickled goods, gives us ale. Furnace is brick production and pie production. Pie production is shared in favor by both humans and lizards. If nothing else, it's brick production, so we'll take it. Tool shop. Don't think I need tool production. Apothecary. Better biscuit production. Which only the humans care about. It's incense, which the humans and the lizards both care about, but these are not some good opening picks here. These are kind of tragic. That's not going to make for a comfortable opener for us. Let's break into that glade immediately. Petrified tree. Petrified wooden structures are slowly degrading. All homes rather, sorry, can house one fewer resident, and tree felling is 50% slower while we're working on this. So we can easily just push through that if we want to. We could use the apothecary to make either incense or tea here if I really wanted to try and finish the event with heal, but I don't care. This is fine. Let's just throw 2 humans at that. Tree felling will be slower, but it's okay. We will have finished another event. And now that I see that there's flax fields out here as well, I'm more than happy to build a harvester. Oh. So the obelisk is actually -10 to hostility and increases the ancient hearth's resilience by 100. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I should definitely make plans for getting the furnace and distillery and brewery up. Distillery there, brewery next to it, because the distillery creates barrels, which can then get used in the brewery. And then the apothecary next to that. For the flavor fit of the apothecary being next to the brewery, makes sense to me. I'll initially turn off all their production as well. And in order to generate those barrels, we are going to need some source for copper bars or crystallized dew. We'll be working on that at some point as well. Will do for the time being. I should quickly deactivate any of these constructions that are not the furnace. The furnace wants to get made first because it is better production for bricks. As much as I do want to build those additional human houses, what if I did? Old Farloof? Yes, I see you have a bunch of copper bars and crystallized dew. The thing is, I don't have a bunch of money. So you can have those, and I'll wave goodbye. Petrified tree event is going to be done soon, but it's also going to take a lot of delivery thereafter. Just feel like I should be taking some people off of something. The easy answer is woodcutting, but I don't want to do that, so have we considered a different option? I also don't really have much food support right now. I've only got 18 food itself at the moment as well. But I don't want to build a dewberry bush. A small harvester's camp, small herbalist's camp rather, in order to get barely anything right now. Do get some more berries out of that. I'm gonna relent. I'll end up making one of each of the important camps. Okay, the event is over. Food should start being delivered. Gotta take 2 people off of woodcutting in order to get below 2, but that's enough. Oh, newcomers, hey. Oh, more newcomers that are non-human. Do I wait until after the storm to accept them? No, I'm gonna take them and then just take people off of woodworking. So I definitely think I could use the additional people in other jobs at the moment. For instance, these 2 lizards are going in the trapper's camp. 2 beavers in the small herbalist's camp, leaving 1 human to construct the rest of the furnace. Cool, sounds good. And now we've got 3 free humans. Let's just start activating these additional buildings. Really like the not distillery, sorry, the apothecary to come up. No, it was the distillery. Yes, there we are. Because I have 172 grain, I just can't eat it yet. Also, drizzle water is wanted with that. I'll be breaking into another glade next season. Probably this one down here to the left, if I had to guess. And I'd really like if I found in that one something better than a stormwater geyser. I'm already going to be competing on planks for a really long period of time, so I don't feel like I need to put this there yet. And even if I did, I don't feel like it would be built for a while yet. But I really do want to start making porridge. Happy lizards. Didn't I have another? Oh, I haven't chosen yet. Oh my god. Happy lizards. Oops. Rainpunk engineer. Use 180 units of rainwater of any type in production buildings. This also comes with 4 parts, which does make it inherently more appealing to me. Chest chaser. Open or send 4 abandoned caches. of any size at the Citadel. I mean, there's 2 in here. The only problem is I'm not good at opening or sending them. Well, I could send 1. Driving water. Water is not only used to power engines, it will increase wood cutting speed for every 150 units used in rain engines. And allow firekeepers to combat corruption more efficiently. I'm going to take this. I haven't taken this in ages, but burning cysts in time is becoming a problem. Speaking thereof as well, we are on year 3, so now it's time to get our blight camp up. Hang on. One of you is ephemeral, are you? This one. Booming economy. I'm already trading, aiming in that direction, and also traders will arrive 25% quicker. Is going to be funny to stack on top of it. Trade and industry. I have already been aiming in the direction of both of these. 45 amber is going to be completed while I'm doing that with 60 amber instead, and 130 units of rainwater will be used while I'm using 180. Sounds great. Let's pop open this glade. As soon as we do, I'll have a lot more information to work with.
Yeah, all we know.
Come on then. Hello, Jorg. Welcome. Yeah, traders really are arriving every couple seconds here. I'm gonna make a makeshift posts, even if I have to break that. Don't care. But unfortunately, I don't really have an abundance of anything I would use currently to make packs. A forager's camp would do really well for us at this point. Drizzle water! That's what I was looking for! Yes, that's where my geyser pump goes. Thank you. There are 2 additional caches here. Calm spirits. That's kind of hard to do. Versus tear down, you get -6 to global resolve for each 10 amber in the settlement's warehouse. I have none. And then by completing it, we get every time you open or send 2 abandoned caches to the Citadel, you get 1 to global resolve. I already have 4 caches, so I can start opening them. That's great. Only thing is it needs a little bit more fabric. That is going to be made while I'm doing this though. Start that delivery. In fact, the fabric is already made. Just need to get that auto-delivered. We're also back in the season of beautification of the base. Another park. And then a garden would be lovely as well. After doing those, we will have an encampment, so we will also have a plus 10% to global production speed. Yeah, our food as a resource is getting pretty thin. It feels like I need planks for absolutely everything. At every turn, I just need more and more planks. God, I really wish I had a plank production facility that wasn't a crude workstation. In fact, I'm gonna relent and make a second crude workstation here. It just needs to happen faster. I have one empty woodcutter's camp at this point. That's fine. I do really want this geyser pump to come up because that's just food again. As soon as I have the geyser pump up, I don't have to worry about food for everyone ever again. Because the porridge will feed all. Even if other people don't favor it, they will eat porridge. Push come to shove. Cyst cultivation. That's a bunch of food. Thank you. I'm gonna immediately take that. Still don't have the bricks there. I don't want to take the trappers off of the job, but at the same time, I think I have to put them in the furnace in order to make the bricks. Otherwise, we're not going to have the blight post in time to be able to fight the blight. Newcomers arrive. I'll take as many as I can get. 2 of you can now go back in the Trapper's camp. 1 of you can go into the furnace. Leaving just 1 of you loose and free. Okay, the highest priority building is now actually getting its stuff delivered, and the bricks are on their way, and light post starts getting created. Oh boy, this might be a bit late to have started that. I'm gonna need this garden to get created pretty soon as well. I really needed that second crude workstation much earlier than I built it. Well, hopefully my each burned cyst removes 5 additional corruption. Hopefully that helps us. Sorry, 50 additional corruption, rather. Oh, everyone's still making their first one. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not gonna work out for us. That's entirely my fault. Thankfully, I have a lot of people, so I should be able to survive that, but ouch. Take everyone up with wood cutting so that I can actually stay below 2. Let our crude workstations bank up some more. Let's get some humans in the distillery starting to make porridge because the stormwater is going to start coming in. Drizzle water, rather. We almost went over twice. Calming the forest and 10 amber every time you use 50 units of water and rain engines. Calming the forest with empathy decisions. We're not doing many of them right now. I'm going to take the counterfeit amber. It makes blight rot cysts grow 25% faster. Set your limit to 15 at a time, thank you. Baloof, I do not have much money. This'll have to do for now. Let's fill back up our woodcutters camps. If I ignore that it ever happened, maybe I'll feel better about it. Can take some people out of the small trappers camps and then move this over to the island of dead things. I was going to be opening another glade, but then I didn't do it yet. Is it? No, I mean, the dangerous one down to the bottom left does have an appeal. Realistically, I should also start gathering some stone of some kind. In this instance, the role of stone is going to be played by clay. Small Lovers Camp has nothing nearby. You also move out. And take the people back. First off, let's get this furnace actually delivering the bricks that it's made. It's got 10 banked up in there. I only need one more in order to make the apothecary. Good. I don't have to use the apothecary to do anything, although I would love to have flower production somewhere. For a run that was supposed to rely heavily on farms, I sure do have only one farm at this point. Bearing here towards more beavers, the opportunity to put more woodcutters on the job. Has a couple additional beavers here. And lizards. And heck, I can even finish the human housing projects. Definitely need to claim back some workers at the moment. Light post is probably preemptive. As soon as those builders start taking the planks that they need in order to create all of these things, then my plank makers can get back to the job. Grain bags does seem like it'd be insane for us. And the problem is, I can't sell enough stuff to create it. I can't get that money. Not yet. Fine, plank makers, I release you from your servitude. Go, create the houses, and then come back when we run out of planks. I'm gonna make the wacky decision of putting this harvester's camp in a really bad location, just so that I can get it to actually clear out these nodes. It's in the middle of all of my housing districts. Okay, we've cleaned up the way towards 2 more of the dangerous glades in order to invoke them in the next season. Perfect. I can keep 6 people on the job and wood cutting throughout this entire season. I'm not going to need more than 2 black fighters to take this out. They'll be fine. Let's get some excess humans into the main warehouse. I would like to actually start making some pipes. I don't have a building for constructing them just yet, though. Well, you know, save the crude workshop where you can always make pipes. With a few more pipes, I would actually connect to the distillery and I would start running drizzle water through it, which is perfect because then I don't have to have a second geyser pump and I'll still be ready. All the corruption's already been solved. Thankfully, because we're on the Royal Woodlands and I had so many woodcutters camps from the very start, we do have enough wood in order to be able to make as much purging fire as I need, really. And also make copper bars, apparently. Just a couple. Oh, bed and breakfast! It's the guild who's gonna pay you, and not the other way around. Gain 10 amber every time a trader arrives. That's gonna be incredible for us. Agriculture. I do want to go with the farm fields, and +1 to grain production sounds great to me. Serving the people. Jerky, skewers, and pickle needs fulfilled, or 5 trade routes worth 17 or more. I do want to do that anyway. So a very easy sell. I do need to start producing some packs of provisions here so that I can actually afford to ship anything out ever. That has really been a problem so far. Alright, show me this glade. What are we working with? Another ancient shrine. I can evacuate this one, should I like. I don't have the appropriate resources to loot it, though. I'm gonna do this with packs of building materials, actually. Because I only have to spend like a couple of minutes making enough to be able to complete the excavate version of this. I'll do that. Bliss Greybone! Thank you for your 15. Ooh, I would love the reinforced saw planks. I don't want to get rid of all of my almost anything, so sorry. As much as I would love that, I still can't really do anything with the shops. I'm gonna start making some incense. Just because I know it'll be an incredibly useful trade. I also have the ability to start making tea at a drop. Ooh, that's gonna take a lot of doing to build. Oh, thankfully some new people arrived to help. I will take the vegetables and pipes, not only because it comes with more woodcutters, which I'm still looking for. Woodcutters, of course, here, beavers. But also... because it came with 2 additional pipes. Those 2 additional pipes will give me the ability to install pipes in the distillery so that I can actually start running some water through it. This drizzle water is going to increase the production speed of this building by 100%, as well as the extra production yield chance by 25%. That should make it much easier to actually feed all of my people with just the wheat. Excellent. I almost want to break into a second dangerous glade right now. I'm not going to. But I very much want to. Let's make this area a little bit neater for the sake of my soul. I should also start to consider where my next hearth ought go. Because it's definitely something like up here. And in fact, it's probably exactly there, centered on the ancient shrine. I'm gonna build the spaces around it. Especially because I know that one of these should be the warehouse. And that'll give this small farm, as well as this event, a place to loot towards. Opening one more glade, as well as increasing the lizard's resolve, would get us one more mission complete. And it's starting to get pretty dire. I need to actually complete some of these. There's some eggs up in this corner. Unfortunately, they are 2-star eggs, so I'm not capable of getting them with a small trapper's camp. Made a surprising amount of copper bars, to be frank. Alright. Time for the hearth work to start. Yeah, we're down on planks again, so I need to throw some humans into the crude workstations. 3 cysts at the moment? That's not enough to worry about it. It's only enough for 69% blight rod, baby. Woo! Okay, that's definitely enough to use a small forager's camp. Yes, I want the resolve to be higher than that also. However, hostility has continued to rise, and not much else has happened. Wow, taking 8 woodcutters off the job is not enough to lose a level of hostility. That means that I should just keep those 8 woodcutters on the job and then sacrifice wood. Unfortunately, the resources I sacrifice burn 40% faster. Oof. That's gonna hurt. Let one lizard lazily wander around, burning the blight rot cysts here. I mean, yeah, I guess I would use herbs. I can definitely move a bunch of housing over as well at the moment. What's the most obstructive? Actually, it's probably the human houses. That'll easily pop us some additional... One sec. Apothecary. Yeah, okay, I can take the lizards out of that. That's great. That'll additionally give us some free resolve, another 2 global resolve, just for having a well-decorated encampment. I do want to house more beavers here as well. Soothor the Ancient. Hello! I actually have 50 amber this time. I'm not certain why. Gain 20 coal for every 3 burned blight rot cysts. Legitimately, that's going to be insane for us. Negative 15% to storm duration. I like that. I can get rid of those packs of building materials comfortably this time. In fact, I could sell you all of my amber. that would give us more value of goods sold. It would just artificially inflate that number. Just using the money changing services here. Oof. I really do prefer the lower hostility. I really want to have Storm Shield as well. I wouldn't be able to open it in time. There'll be another trader afterwards. Newcomers have arrived. Some more meat. Yeah, I'm still looking for ways to feed people. That'll help. Get a bunch of beavers back into the main warehouse. I do want to expand again this season. I almost wonder if it's up into this dangerous glade, though. I cleared the ability to go into this dangerous glade next to the Ancient Hearth. Sorry, this forbidden glade, rather, up in the north. I think so. Oh, I open it while Sotha's still here. That's really, really useful, because it means that if I find a resolution here that only Sotha can provide, I'd be able to utilize it. Hostility increases by 15 points for every 2 fallen trees. Is active only when the corresponding glade event is being worked on. Or I could try and calm spirits. Do you even have enough food for me to be able to do that? No. So calming spirits would be all of my incense, which is great. I have pre-made that incense for reasons like this. I'd get 20 pipes, I'd get 5 ancient tablets, I'd also get 3 incense for every 10 roots produced from here on out, and I would have to also give you some jerky, I think is the one I would be able to make here the easiest. But even that requires meat, and I don't have much of it. No, I think this is a excavate. I think we send some building materials over. We're going to have higher hostility while we're working on the event, but the event itself should be done in time for me not to worry too much about that. Finesmith, hello. Finesmiths are capable of producing amber or tools, both at a 3-star rate. Amber, we've never even seen produced in this way before, but it'll accept clearance water and resin, which I find in the trees here, in order to create 1 amber. Okay. Okay. I also do want to make tools, what it's worth, because tools would give me the ability to start getting a bunch of resolve just by opening these and sending them in. Which then also gives me back more amber. Don't I already have tool production? I do not. Okay, I have to focus on getting the Finesmith up early then. And do I have any clearance water access? No. So without the clearance water access, we're not going to be utilizing the amber production, but we will use the tool production of the Finesmith to be able to open all of the different caches. No, I'm using those packs of building materials at the moment. 21 training gear. It's just I feel like I should break some of these open. Three-star rate of tool production gives me 2 tools for 2 copper bars. So that'll give me 20 tools, ultimately, from all the copper that I've invested. That's so little. Yeah, I do want to buy as many training gear as I can get my hands on here. I honestly want to sell you whatever you'll take for it. Purging fire, I can make that out of wood, that's fine. Incense, I can make that out of wood, and resin as well, that's fine. I can make amber again, and let's do it. Take the people out of the main warehouse. So now we're looking for the juiciest of these caches to just pop open. Food? Food's a big one. I'll take food. Traders arrive faster. That's obviously coming with me. $15 copper bars is more tools after this point. That'll do. And the rest of these are going to get opened, breaking open for more parts. That's also pretty appealing. And I will have some parts left over for that later. Right. The lizards are getting sadder for some reason, unfortunately. I do want the lizards to prosper at the moment, because I just discovered 3 glades, so we're pretty close to making the lizards happy enough. There we go. I'm going to take 1 person off of woodcutting, as well as start 2 people off of woodcutting, rather. As well as start sacrificing some wood just to get the lizards happy enough for a moment. Are you serious? Stop increasing my hostility. Oh my god. Why is my hostility just constantly going? Oh, it's because I'm dropping trees right now. And I'm working on the event that says while you're dropping trees, etc. Yeah, that'll do it. I have to take everyone off of woodcutting. I can't. I can't. Hey, Happy Lizards is complete. I don't want to throw my woodcutters back on the job. It does feel like this ancient burial site is actually giving me a surprisingly large amount of damage. Though that is an opportunity to use more of my beavers to help me open more caches quickly. Greenhouse and Provisioner. Provisioner is the opportunity to make packs of provisions at a good rate, as well as flour. Love it. Flour obviously gives us the ability to start making pie and biscuits. And packs of provisions will give us the ability to start shipping things out, but I'm still not going to be doing that just yet. Clearance disappeared. I don't have any construction towards that yet. That's a problem I need to resolve. Oh, hello, Jorg. Welcome. Biscuits can now be made in the kiln and rain mill. No, thank you. Any farmer can carry 5 additional items. No, thank you. Greenhouse. Mushrooms, production, no thank you. Traders arrive 15% quicker. Honestly? Kinda about it.
Hello.
Oh god. I shouldn't have been sacrificing wood that whole time. That was supposed to have stopped at some point. Oops. Also, I should have been harvesting wood. Oh no. I've just created a situation where now I don't have much wood to be able to create the fuel. It's okay. People are coming back with their harvests. Workers will start to free up. I'll be okay. I think. We're gonna get a minute into the storm and the ancient burial site is still gonna be running. Oh no.
Hello.
If you had a fuel source, I would buy it from you right now, but you don't. How am I making oil? That's being looted at the moment from chests. I'm gonna have to loot my salvation from chests at the moment. Like, gaining more coal from this large abandoned cache, admittedly, could get me through the season. That could save me. Just have to start working on those. The first minute of this next storm is going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm not prepared for it. Reputation point has come in. Clan Hall, that's the ability to provide brawling and religion. And the passive effect Ancient Ways. For additional... 100% additional yield from camps. Now, I'm going to want to support incense production here as well, but not right now. That costs wood or oil. Providing religion would really help us get the lizards through this next season, though. If they had something to believe in, they might live. Hostility is so high. I never made the additional what? You ever heard the litany against inconsistency? Start as you intend to continue. Well, so have I, as it turns out. Yikes. That's a big yikes. I'm not going to tell you I'm happy about that. I'm not happy about that. Lost a single woodcutter, starting to burn down some cysts. It's not going to be enough. I'm going to lose some more people. I'm going to need to trade a lot of goods next season. I lost a light fighter even. Oh, you're offering me some newcomers, eh? I mean, no. Actually, it doesn't change my level of hostility at this point. And those eggs will help. I need to get humans starting to make flour, and then I need to start considering pies. Lost a lizard there, unfortunately. Looks like I'll be losing another one before the end of the season, even. If not more. How's your burning going? Pretty bad? That's another 3 people lost. And another lizard. Well, tragedy has occurred. I'm pretty sad about it. I'm not going to be able to stop it by being sad about it, so I'm just going to continue. Let's re-roll. Don't want any of those. 30 meat every time a villager dies or leaves. No, thank you. Need specialization. Sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
This run just got nightmarishly difficult. Granted, I was involved in the process of that occurring, but again, let's not dwell on who did what and why it was me. +1 to tool production, eh? Admittedly, I am looking at that pretty intently now. I'm just trying to create an equation here where I get to trade and pick up. I know this is bad value, awful value, terrible value, but it does complete booming economy and trade and industry at the same time. And also leaves me with enough to... Where are we? I mean, yeah, I'll just turn both of those in. Leaves me with enough to get the +1 to the tools production. And then if I use this fine smith and I open it up and I just start producing tools in it consistently, I think I'll be able to open up all of the remaining chests in the area. And that is 1 Queen's Grace. Do I really only have 1 left now? That's 1 Queen's Grace. So I'm gonna have to open another glade as well. Boy. And in fact, I should probably just start opening that. I'll just buy the additional tools so that I can open this in time as well. Send to the Citadel, 15 amber, 9 provisions, or I could loot it. Ah, small farm. Seen a couple of those around. +1 to resin production, that would have been great early, but right now, I have to put my foot down on the gas. Otherwise, the Queen's Impatience will just overwhelm me and I'll lose. Where I have enough woodcutters, that's okay. I really want to re-roll that. Start making some packs of provisions out of eggs. Enough rainwater has almost been used in an engine to be able to push to the next. Looting this is the only likely thing that I'm capable of doing, so I'll do that. Time to make tools. They'll only make a cap of 25 of them at a time. It's going to take me way too long to try and get away from this. I'm actually just going to take the smithy to move. Forum for education or cookhouse for pigment? The forum for a second service building. Weaver would be my first fabric production. I still take it. But woof. Oh my god, I'm producing packs of provisions at the worst available rate. I have a provisioner who can do that. Hello, Jorg. All buildings have their storage capacity increased by 10. No, thank you. I'm gonna buy your planks just to increase my speed at the moment. The ability to sell copper bars, and there we go. I can sell 16 of them for 12 packs of goods as well, for 20 to Sora Urethil. Finally getting a lot of tools. So this next season, this next storm season is the big one. If I can get through this next season, I should be able to expand next year and then just quickly complete a couple more of these caches. I've got 4 global resolve from all of the caches I've opened so far. Ooh, you want me to sell your tools, do you? Well, first off, I'll wait until I get a little bit more in terms of packs of provisions, and I'll sell you some clay. Because I need to make trades that are worth more than 17 amber. No, that's not going to get delivered in time. It's 16 without the final pack. Woof. I should still do it. copper bars for a really poor rate. Copper bars for an even worse rate there at the bottom. Ale, which I technically can produce. And honestly, realistically, I should start producing some ale. Because if I make some barrels, and then I make ale, I will have the forum to be able to deliver that to people, which is a lot of resolve, which would help solve a lot of the whole everyone wants to run away from my camp at all times and no one wants to stay with me and why won't they be my friends problem. Okay, granted, it will only solve some of those. Sacking a sack of coal to try and get through this season. I'm going to get more coal while it's going as well. "25 seconds until -6 to global resolve from one of our events wears off. I'm not welcoming newcomers until we get out of this storm, thank you. Ooh. 51 flour and 6 packs of provisions for 18. That is another trade round above 17. Love it. We burned all the cysts we needed. Hell yes. Engineer is ready to hand in. So that's another resolve point for us. Oof. Really, really, really dancing on the knife's edge here. Okay. Let us get out of the season finally. Perfect. Bring 2 more of you into the clan hall. I'll accept the new people. Let's get the parts there. Jolg secret ingredient. +2 to vegetable production is better. That works on my farms as well. Rainpunk engineer gets sent. Resin, I do have the ability to sell that, but I would prefer to not. 15 for a full stack of ale, unfortunately, not enough. Okay, so we're not going to be able to sell another stack high enough for safety there. Gotta get these wood camps filled once more. So humans in the brewery, let's start making and delivering ale. Sothor the Ancient has arrived, and now I actually have a bunch of amber. Woohoo! What do people want? What will they pay for? Pie? Do you sell pie, Sothor? No, you sell luxuries. Training gear? Unfortunately, again, maxes out at 15. Pottery. Sothor, do you have pottery? You do indeed. 44 pottery from you would cost 12. And then that 44 pottery would get us 20 back. Love it. There's a druid's hut there I could purchase, or an alchemist's hut. Neither of those really has a deep appeal. Oh, main problem there is actually the packs of provisions, so I should make sure that I have the ability to make more packs of provisions. That said, that is not provided there. Please prioritize some more packs of provisions, thanks. Ooh, I'm gonna have to make a lot more. I'm gonna turn flour production off for a moment. Now, I do need to break into glades quickly as well, as those are where we're going to be popping open more chests. There's nothing I can sell for like a ridiculous rate, right? No, no, apparently there is not. Here we go. Ooh. Another chunky abandoned glade for us. Pay for their funeral. And I can absolutely do that. In doing so, getting another 0.5 reputation. We also get the ability to start gaining some more meat from a trapper's camp down here. As for more farm field, that really tends, like, I have to open an area that has farm field still. I can't really make that happen. But I should be able to get that pretty quickly. So 25 packs of crops, how would I develop that? The brewery would do it. And you'd simply use grain. Let's get that started. I should definitely continue housing people again. And in fact, decorate. Just a bit more. And I just need 3 more lizard houses over here, and we'll be grand. Well, save for the 1, 2, 3 more parks that I need to build, the 2 gardens and the marble fountain. But with all that in place, we set up to prosper. Really do need some people who can actually make that stuff, though. Trade routes are back open. I'm about to get more money again. Yahoo woohoo, yay hey. Hello, Jadani. Oh my god, there's plank production. Finally. God, is it way too late for that? Like, I need your eggs. I will take that. I will take the meat as well. can have as much grain as you need to make this even. Well, actually, I should also look at if you have any resources that I can sell immediately on the market. Really, it would come down to better foodstuffs, which you don't have. You don't have produced foodstuffs except for the jerky. It's all good. We changed season now. Different trades. Clay. Oof, I still want to be able to sell you more clay than that. Ooh, barrels. There we go. 3 sets of barrels out. That's 42 barrels for 21 in return. That's 2 more trade routes worth at least 17. I only need to get 1 more trade route worth at least 17. I don't just have clay sitting somewhere on the map at the moment, do I? Clay that I haven't been thinking about. Oh, gosh, I do, actually. Matter of fact, that's a fact. That said, that's still not going to be enough clay in enough time. It's definitely time for the lumber mill. In fact, the lumber mill should probably have connected pipes, and then I should probably also make a geyser pump for stormwater. That'll take a little bit of time to set up, though. Corruption. I already have the blight cysts produced, so I'm not so worried about that. I can't sell enough tools to get over the limit. It's okay, it'll only take 1 more season. There we go, another reputation from Trade Hub. We're getting slow resolve gain, 90% slower than it typically would be from resolve. Sorry, 75% slower than it typically would be from resolve because of Trade Hub. I'm gonna take the press. And an artisan. Probably not actually going to be able to produce and use either of those before the end here. Let's get our lizards for the blight post. Nope, never mind. I guess I'm throwing beavers in there. We're in resin season. But they don't have enough resin to sell. At least all my woodcutters have something else they can be doing. To just be leaving, but... Oh, no, if I sack enough stuff, and I have coal because the blight rot cysts are currently being burnt, but if I sack a single stack of coal and a single stack of wood, that's enough to get us back in a good position. Beaver's resolve is low. That would suggest that, yeah, the coal has run out. I am surprised to hear that's the case. Especially considering we still have a Blightrot cyst out there. And as soon as it gets burnt, I would have 20 more coal. Which of you is slacking off? Newcomers have arrived. I can favor the beavers, and that should get us through the season. Lizards aren't going to get sad fast enough, right? Oh no, they are! Their resolve drops 100% faster, courtesy of Aura of Fear. They're no longer resilient as they once were. That said, the beavers are now housed enough that I can disfavor them, and we're all good. Welcome, Sothor. My goal now is big trades. However you can help me with that. If you sold me copper ore or resin. Oh my god, I was about to say ore parts, but that's 50 from selling 10 parts. That's great. Plus 25% of the duration of drizzle season seems great for us right now. I will take the planks off of your hands. I'll take scrolls and coats, the kinds of things that I'm not producing for myself, but I'd like to. Incense, I'll take whatever. That's another trigger of Trade Hub. Yeah, we're gonna be getting out of this one comfortably. Woohoo! That was a lot more tense than perhaps it needed to be. In 2.5 minutes, we are going to complete our final trade for the sake of the export hub. Thank you, Finesmith, for turning up and giving us the ability to make those tools to pull ourselves out of the hole I dug myself. That's 9 people that died to the Blight! Gah! But, hey, you know what it actually means? What it means is even though 9 people died to the Blight, we still won this run. I think that's a vote of confidence. Silver lining. One of those trades is going to come in a moment. I mean, alternatively, I could probably just continue burning things in the hearth. People will be happy enough that they'll win, even though our resolve reputation, our reputation from resolve gain is low. Win a game near the corrosive torrent modifier, as well as on 17 prestige or higher. Let's head back to the world map and see how well that did. Oh! Ooh, this would be an interesting double feature. Overgrown Library. One of your starting blueprints is replaced with a wild card. You get to choose a blueprint from all of the unlocked blueprints. Workshop, 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 obviously. And then, the Fishman Ritual Site. No envoy dares pass through here. Orders are disabled. So we would be taking a huge positive with Overgrown Library, as well as a giant negative at the same time with Fishman Ritual Site. Fishman Ritual Site's really difficult because those orders smooth out your progression something fierce. Ooh, that'd be interesting. So I would have to find a different way of trying to produce my reputation points, and that would tend to be through resolve gain. It's still going to be a harder mission than typical though, so I am kind of keen for the 4 reserve embarkation points. That said, that's a question for the next episode. For the moment, not yet the complete end of the episode. We've got some deeds to turn in, including completing Prestige 17, which is a painting of the Ancient Hearth. Okay, I thought that was going to be a new cornerstone. We could have the ability to upgrade Fox Towers. 30 additional seconds to save our settlement after we reach max. Assign villagers to small warehouses as dedicated haulers. That's definitely worthwhile as well. Oh, permanent +5 to the storage capacity of all buildings in your settlement. That's going to be the next one we pick up, though. We are also very soon getting to the point where I no longer need the metagame resources, and when I no longer need the metagame resources, I'll be capable of utilizing the Forbidden Altar yet again. If you know, you know. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Against the Storm. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation is down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. At a Republic the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Victor. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.